Hey Civ fans, Luciv Kaiser here with another Civilization 6 District Deep Dive video. Today we'll be looking at the encampment and the aerodrome together, so let's jump right into the video. Starting off looking at the base effects of the two districts. First off, let's look at the encampment. So the encampment will give you +1 great general points per turn, and acquires our defenses and a ranged strike once walls have been built in the city. It also blocks the movement of foreign units to this tile unless the district is pillaged. Also spawns all land military units that the city produces or purchases. And specialists provide +1 production and 2 gold each. Aerodrome, on the other hand, allows its parent city to build aircraft and operates as a base for your aircraft with initial 2 slots for those aircraft. It lowers the appeal of nearby tiles, so be careful where you're putting your neighborhoods. Onto the Tier 1 buildings. The encampment has 2 Tier 1 buildings, the barracks and stable, and the aerodrome has 1 Tier 1 building, the hangar. So let's start off with the barracks. The barracks will give you +1 great general point per turn, +25% combat experience for all melee, ranged, and anti-cavalry units trained in the city. Strategic resource stockpiles are increased by 10, +1 citizen slot, +1 production, and +1 housing. The stable is very similar to the barracks, except for it gives you +25% combat experience for all cavalry units trained in the city, and a hidden bonus of +25% combat experience for all siege units trained in the city. I bet you didn't know that. The hangar will give you +1 air unit slot for that aerodrome, +25% combat experience for all air units trained in the city, and +2 production. Now looking at the Tier 2 buildings, starting with Armory. For the encampment, it provides you +1 great general points per turn, +25% combat experience for all land military units, and strategic resource stockpiles are increased by 10. Gives you +1 citizen slot, +3 production, and allows the training of military engineers in that city. The airport is for the aerodrome, and gives you +1 air unit slot in that aerodrome, and +50% combat experience for air units trained in the city, and +4 production and +2 additional production when powered, the cost of 1 power, and grants the ability to airlift land units between the aerodrome districts with airports after rapid deployment is unlocked. Now onto the Tier 3 buildings. There's only one Tier 3 building we'll be talking about for the encampment, called the Military Academy, and it gives you +1 great general points per turn, +25% combat experience for all land units trained in the city. Strategic resource stockpiles are increased by 10, +1 citizen slot, +4 production, +1 housing, +1 production additionally per specialist, and allows the production or purchase of corps and armies. Now onto some tips for encampment and aerodrome placement. So I like to focus on putting these districts on barren or useless tiles like desert, snow, or tundra tiles, because I want to save the good tiles for the yields and also for other districts I want to put down later. So I like to put these on the fringes or where there's nothing really going on. I also like to place these to cover the exposed side of the city for greater protection. I also like to put these districts near the borders of my empire to defend against invasions. It's also good to put maybe some in high production cities to help pump out the actual units. It's also good to have, for aerodromes, to have them in different areas of your empire so you can have faster movement with the airlift and for greater air power coverage. So let's just take a look at putting down an encampment. So here's a sample city. So where would you put an encampment around the city? So I think I would put one up here to the north. So it would protect that north flank there, because I'm already protected to the west by those mountains and sort of protected to the east by the sea, and also to the south sort of by the sea. If my north was already protected, like I had another city up there, I might put it on this island here for enhanced coverage of the sea there. And if I didn't really care about that direction. Maybe I'd put one there, but that's where I think I'd put these encampments. Now let's talk about putting down aerodromes. So imagine you are this sort of yellowish gold empire. All right, so maybe pause the video and think about where would you put your aerodromes in your empire. So maybe pause the video, take a look, think about where you would put them, and I'll show you where I put mine. All right, so I'm going to show you where I would probably put my aerodrome. So I'd probably put one here, 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 and here, because this gives me good coverage for my air units. So my air units can basically reach anywhere in my empire as needed, and they can also attack any of the people bordering my empire. So I can send my air units into those nations and bomb their cities or units as they attack, or as I'm attacking them. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.